Are you someone who uses the conventional core exercises to work your abs? You do sit-ups and leg raises, but it doesn't seem to be enough? If that's the case, then this video is for you. I'm Alex Wallace from Wallace Training Systems, and here are 3 core exercises that you're not doing. First, I want to preface this by saying that if you don't have any back pain, things like sit-ups, crunches, and leg raises are great exercises to work your core. What's important to understand though is it mostly works the superficial muscles of your core, namely what we consider the six-pack. There's nothing wrong with working these muscles, but the core, first and foremost, is a stabilizer. Having a good, strong, stable core will allow you to lift more weights. It will also keep you injury-free longer. Not only that, but there are people in the bodybuilding circle that actually believe that if you have a stronger core, then your core will be tighter. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with that analysis, but that's just one more reason why you should implement more variety into your core training. The first exercise I want to talk about is the pallof press. The pallof press works your internal and external obliques through anti-rotation. Namely, what you do is you put a band around a stable surface that's actually trying to rotate you away, press straight out and straight back. This exercise can be made more difficult by either stepping out further or using a stronger band. When done correctly, this is an excellent exercise to work your obliques in a way that also will facilitate core stabilization. If you've never tried the pallof press, I encourage you to try it. You will absolutely feel it in your obliques. The second exercise I want to talk about is the ab wheel, and this is by far my favorite exercise for the core. Not only do you get core stabilization, but you also feel it in what's considered the six-pack muscles, and this is fantastic when done correctly. The important thing to understand about the ab wheel is it's not necessarily how far your arms come forward, it's how far your hips come in front of your knees. I see this exercise done incorrectly all the time, and they say they can't feel it. Well, if you can't feel the ab wheel, it's probably because you're only moving with your arms instead of with your entire body. The last exercise I want to talk about is the unilateral lunge, and I think that this is exceptionally important for athletes. In the field of play, you rely on core stabilization through dynamic movement. The unilateral lunge is an excellent way to train this. Not only are you relying on your core to stabilize you from falling over in one direction or the other, but you're also moving in a way that's actually indicative of how sports are played. You're both moving horizontally and vertically, and you're relying on your core to stabilize you the entire time. In addition to challenging your core, the unilateral lunge will also challenge your legs. You just get more bang for your buck when you're doing a unilateral lunge over something like a crunch. That being said, I still think, again, if you have a healthy back, you should do some crunches and some leg raises, but you should first and foremost focus on core stabilization. Just to recap, the 3 exercises that you probably aren't doing, but you probably should start are: number 1, the pallof press. This works your obliques through anti-rotation. Number 2 is the ab wheel. This hits your stabilizers as well as the superficial muscles of the core. And lastly, and what I believe very importantly for athletes, is the unilateral lunge. This will work your core stabilizers, your obliques, as well as hitting your legs a little bit. If you like the video, don't forget to like the video. If you're interested in seeing more content like this, make sure you subscribe. I'm Alex Wallace from Wallace Training Systems, and thanks for watching.